Got the left side chain adjuster on the swing arm, and this is the left side spacer. Goes inside the seal right there. Roll the wheel into place. I'm going to elevate my swing arm. There we go. That's all lined up. The right side spacer. And I push the axle through just a bit more to hold that spacer up. Right side chain adjuster. Push the axle through all the way. Put a nut on there. Torque arm comes up. Goes on the bolt provided for it. There's a rubber grommet that goes over that bolt. A washer. The nut. This is supposed to pivot slightly when the swing arm or when the wheel is adjusted for the chain tension. Well, the brake backing plate rotates a little bit, so this isn't supposed to be bolted tight. This is supposed to pivot, and that's why there's a rubber grommet between the washer and the torque arm. And cotter key in. That's tight. And I'm going to put the chain adjuster about halfway, because I don't have a chain on it or a motor in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten the axle tight. That way it won't move during the rest of the assembly. So I've adjusted the axle so it is about a third of the way in its adjustment, and then I've tightened down the axle bolt, and that's just so the axle doesn't slide around and the chain adjuster scratch the frame during the rest of the assembly process. And what I've noticed, and what happens a lot, is that my fingerprints are all over this nice freshly finished metal, and I want to remove that as I go, because I might not get to playing with this wheel for a week or so, or maybe even better. So I'm going to spray the wheel down, and I use wax and grease remover that is a pre-paint preparation material for automotive finishes. It will take off all our body grease and sweat and all this other stuff, and it'll allow the metal to be clean without corroding at all, because it doesn't have any solvents or detergents in it. It's just a really, really white passive cleaner. And I've sprayed it on the wheel and the spokes and the hub, and I'm removing all signs that I was even here. And I'll do this several times during the assembly process because it only takes a second. And I want to make sure that my work stays as clean and as pristine as possible through the entire operation. I'll take a look around here. And we're almost ready to put the front end on.